Alright, so we're gonna show you how to make the really quick, stupid house step remix of a dubstep song that you liked already. So we pick a song. I picked this one because it doesn't have too many kicks all over the place. That makes it a lot harder. You can do it. But so I loaded in by dragging it in, loading it, as you saw. Once Ableton opens it up, finally, it looks like they fucked it up pretty proper with all of their dumb warp markers that are off. Because as you'll see, and Ableton usually does, of course, it's missed the first beat. So go to the first beat of your song, which happens to be here. Go to a transient marker above the first beat. You can see over in this window over here what things are and what they do. So transient pseudo warp marker is what they call it. There's pseudo warp marker. So you take that, right click it, set 1-1. This will set to the start of the song. As you can see, it's still got all these dumb markers. So to get rid of those, we will right click again and go to warp straight. This is mostly for electronic quantized music. If it wasn't, you would probably use something else or just another method. Let's go to 9 here. It's a beat where there's actually drums. And we're going to want to get the start of this beat as close to on to 9 as we can. So let's create our own cue point or anchor point by double clicking and throwing that onto 9. What that'll also do is kind of put everything else closer onto step. Let's check 32. 32 looks real close. 33 looks kind of wonky. Let's just snap that over. Give it a cue point. Sometimes it's good to use the actual kind of delineated beats like this one rather than these, which are kind of ambiguous. So now, cool, we go along, add some anchor points, make sure your stuff is on the beat so that we can mix this later, be it on Serato or whatever. Check the ends of your breaks. Those are really important. So you may want to actually make your own anchors on these too. Just get you really, really on. Make sure you check in there. Yeah, looks pretty good. Do a final one, because at the end things do tend to go wacky. And you should be good to go any place else in here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So now you've got all of your warping done. Turn on the metronome here so you can just hear it. Okay, so you got it at 140. Next we want to choose a warp style. Obviously always have high Q on. You can read over there what it does, but you know, it's good quality conversion. And then you choose your warp mode. Beats is for drum material. Tones is for monophonic material, guitars, people singing, stuff like that. Texture is for pads and chords and noisy crap. Stuff you probably don't need to worry about so much. Repitch makes it sound kind of like a turntable in that it will change the pitch based on the tempo. So in theory, if you were a bright person, or you could use that to scratch if you wanted to. That'd be kind of an interesting thought. Anyway, so what I use, and what's probably easiest, is Complex Pro. Don't need to change any of these settings. Just make sure it's on. Leave high Q on. Boom. You've got a warped up track that is now ready to be fuckified. Maybe turn down the volume a little bit so you don't blast yourself out, and on the master when you actually play it, because it will be loud. Get back to that happy tempo everyone in the world seems to love, and we will go on to the next piece.